This is year 2021, and let's talk about the best practices of buying bitcoins and selling bitcoins in Zimbabwe. My name is Kuda from kudaonline.com. So I'm going to explain the ways that are working now in terms of acquiring your bitcoins if you are living in Zimbabwe or if you want to do it in Zimbabwe. So let us look at the normal way of how people buy Bitcoin. And if you are a newbie in the Bitcoin world, then you have to take a look at this. And if you're an expert in Bitcoin, then this part may not really matter to you. But I want to explain how other countries actually do the process of buying Bitcoins. It's easy, and this is the process that I'm just going to explain, but it's a different case for Zimbabwe. Okay, so the first thing that you have is you have your bank card, you have money in your bank, and so what you just need is just to have a bank card that is connected to your bank account. Okay, and then once it's connected to your bank account, you can use an exchange and then get the Bitcoin. Let me just do a little bit of some diagram. I really love to do some diagrams. So you have your money in your bank card, and your bank card is connected to your bank. And then what you do when you have these two things, you go to an exchange website. Okay, what I mean by an exchange website, think about when people say they are buying goods online, the same way they buy clothes, the same way they buy goods on Alibaba, Takealot, all these online platforms where they buy goods and services, everything is connected to their bank. So if you're going to buy a computer, the money is going to be deducted in your bank account, and then the computer is going to be delivered to you. So in that case, if you want to buy Bitcoin, what you're simply doing is you go to an exchange website where you give them your money, your bank details, and then they're going to deduct that money from your bank, and then they deliver the Bitcoins in your Bitcoin wallet or Bitcoin account. So the reverse is true when you need to sell your Bitcoin. How it should work actually, it should work as easy as you moving your Bitcoins to an exchange website. An exchange website, this is where you say, hey, I've got Bitcoins that I need to dispose, I need to have cash. And then the cash is transferred to your bank account with the exchange. You just say the amount of Bitcoin that you want to sell, and then the exchange is going to send the money to your bank account, and then you can actually use your MasterCard or Visa card on an ATM to withdraw that money, or swipe on an ATM, or swipe in a supermarket or any other outlet that uses Visa or MasterCard, or withdraw the money as cash from your bank. If you live in any other country that is not in Zimbabwe, this is how the process works. And for some other countries, that's how they do it. And now when it comes to Zimbabwe, it's a different case. The reason why it's a different case, the first challenge that you're gonna get is probably the bank. If you say to the bank that, or if you indicate to the bank that you need to buy Bitcoin, they may not allow you to do that, because when you're actually buying cryptocurrencies, you may have to apply to the authorities that you want to do this, what is the return on investment, and things like that. So the process there, some other people, they find it really difficult, and that means it's actually out of the picture. And now on some other exchanges, in fact most exchanges, if you apply to them from Zimbabwe and you say you want to buy Bitcoin from Zimbabwe on their exchange, they will say that, sorry, we don't offer a service to people in your country. That's basically the challenge that you may face. And what does it leave you with? It does leave you with an option to look for other ways to get Bitcoin in Zimbabwe. So if you're watching this video, you are not from Zimbabwe, probably you need to understand that if you're instructing someone who is in Zimbabwe to buy Bitcoin through the bank, this is the challenge that they face. Probably it's because of sanctions. I really don't know the reason why, but the connection between the bank and the exchange website is not as easy as it is in other countries. That's why you find it that people can't easily get Bitcoin through the bank. So this is the process, and this is the challenge that Zimbabweans face. Okay, this is the challenge that Zimbabweans face. Like, for instance, you cannot use PayPal to receive money in Zimbabwe. That's another challenge, and things like that. And recently I've done a video whereby Skrill, a company called Skrill.com, which was online USD wallet, they just closed. They just said we are no longer offering service to people in Zimbabwe, and some of those challenges is what we face in Zimbabwe. So just understand that. Now let us look at the number one way if you're gonna buy Bitcoin from Zimbabwe. So you need to buy Bitcoin from people, okay, or you can sell your Bitcoin to people. Now, if I've got a lot of students, when they actually come to me, they get approached on Facebook, someone is offering them a Bitcoin deal and things like that. They Google on how to buy Bitcoin, they get stuck and things like that. But if you have to get it to work, what you need to do is to buy from people. You have to look for people that are selling Bitcoin. So that's the method that I actually recommend if you live in Zimbabwe. So what I want you to understand is that the largest number of community of people that are actually using Bitcoin in Zimbabwe is people that are doing MLM and Forex trading. Okay, so there are different use cases in other countries of people that are actually using Bitcoin. There's a lot of startups, there's a lot of businesses in other countries that are using Bitcoin. For instance, let's say you sell cars, you can start accepting Bitcoin as form of payment. When it comes to Zimbabwe, the business community really has not paid attention to Bitcoin. I really don't know why. Maybe it's our restrictions to the use of Bitcoin, or it's not being promoted that much. I really don't know what the reason is, but the number one move of Bitcoin in Zimbabwe is on MLM, network marketing. Okay, those are the number one people. Oh, what's happening here? That is the number one. Let me just see if I can just zoom this out. Okay, now I got that. So okay, I don't know what's happening to my slides. Let's see. Okay, I was here. So now this is the largest community that is using Bitcoin, and then the second largest community that is using Bitcoin in Zimbabwe is Forex traders. So you need to find out where these network marketing people hang out and where do the Forex traders hang out. Number two, as a beginner, it can be difficult to find these communities because you're just getting started with Bitcoin and you don't know where they really hang out. Like for instance, I've got different WhatsApp groups from 2016, 2015 of people that have been involved in Bitcoin and have been able to build relationships with a lot of people. And if you're going to use this method, this is the most effective method, but you need to buy from people you know and trust. The reason why I say that is because you're buying Bitcoins from someone. Like for instance, a lot of people come and buy Bitcoin from me and they use some of the terminology or some of the terms that I can see that this person is a very new person to the Bitcoin world. And if you use those some terms like that, you get risk of being scammed. Okay, you get risk of being scammed. I'm not going to tell you the terms that a lot of newbies use, but if you use such terms, someone can sense that you're buying Bitcoin for the very first time, and they can actually steal your money, or they can actually steal your Bitcoin or anything in between. So whenever you're doing this, especially if you're getting started, make sure that you buy from people you like, know, and trust. Okay, because sometimes you can send someone EcoCash, they don't send you your Bitcoin, or you can send someone, you give someone USD. You know, there's also scammers and around the Bitcoin topic as well in Zimbabwe. But number one, you can actually buy Bitcoin from people that are doing Bitcoin. And then the number two method that I actually recommend if you're going to buy Bitcoin is to use a website which is called Cryptogem. So Cryptogem is a website that was initiated by a friend of mine to just help people to buy and sell Bitcoin. So all you have to do is to go to the website. I'm going to add a link to this website in the comment section below, and you can actually buy and sell Bitcoin here using EcoCash or using Zipit. And these are the people that are selling Bitcoin. As you can see, they have Skrill, PayPal, and quite a number of different payment methods. These are really difficult for newbies to understand, but if you have any questions, you can actually reach out to their support via any of these channels. But it's a great place to buy and sell your Bitcoin. The reason why I recommend this method is because they have what is known as let me just do some drawings for you here. They have what is known as escrow. Okay, they have escrow service. Okay, this is all. Okay, they have escrow service. How escrow works is that you indicate that you need to buy Bitcoin, and then they're gonna keep your Bitcoin for you, okay, on this account, and then you can connect with the seller on this website, and then they can do the exchange for you. Of course, the company takes a bit of commission between you and the seller, but it's the safest way if you're dealing with strangers, because this company can be a mediator for the transaction. So I want you to think of, if you're going to buy Bitcoin from someone who is new, someone who you don't know, you may have trust issues. Someone may say, send me my Bitcoin. Someone may say, give me the cash first, and things like that. But this website can actually help you to become a middleman for you. The number 3 website that I recommend, or the number 3 method that I recommend you buy your Bitcoin is ATM. ATM, you can actually use it to buy Bitcoin from people around the world, but the process is not really straightforward, but it really works. You can actually use this to buy Bitcoin. But let me explain a little bit what ATM is. ATM is a US dollar account. Okay, is a US dollar account where you can actually keep your money. So this website brings across a different people from different nations. Okay, so let's say this guy is from Argentina, this one is from UK, this one is from Kenya, this one is from the States, and things like that. We all gather on this website, which is called ATM. And then when I am there, let's say I need to buy Bitcoin, I would go on the website and say, hey, I'm looking for $100 worth of Bitcoin, and I'm willing to pay via Western Union. Okay, I'm willing to pay via Western Union. So what you then do, the person in the States can say, hey, I've got Bitcoins at this much. You negotiate and things like that, and then you send them the Western Union, and they're gonna release your Bitcoins to your AUSD account. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a link that explains what AUSD is, and how this website works, because it's another topic on its own. But the first 2 recommendations that I gave you is something that you can use if you don't want to go through a lengthy process. This one is a lengthy process, but it does work. So now let me go back to my notes. Where was I? Okay, did I miss? No, I want to ask you, if you are new to Bitcoin, I've got a Bitcoin for Beginners course, and if you go to my website, which is called internetproclub.com, you go under courses, and then once you get to courses, you're going to see a couple of courses that I've actually done, and I recommend you check out the Bitcoin for Beginners course, which covers everything you need to know as a beginner if you want to use Bitcoin. I recommend, a lot of people, they come to me and say, someone approached me on Facebook, they want to make me profits in Bitcoin and things like that. You realize that people are so much focused on the profits and not the knowledge. So if you're new to Bitcoin, make sure you actually check out one of my Bitcoin for Beginners course. And yeah, so did I miss anything? If I did miss anything in terms of how you're actually buying Bitcoin in Zimbabwe in 2021, please, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I may have missed some of these methods, some of these things that are working for you. So if you have any other questions, please just leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to assist you, and I'll be more than happy to learn from you as well. If you loved this video, please share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. With that being said, bye for now.